Success Insight shares the stories of the people with passion and drive who make things happen in the world. Here's your host, Howard Fox.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin on the Success Insight podcast. Andrée is our leadership, mindset, and golf performance coach. She is an LPGA Class A Life member, a nationally recognized top 50 golf teacher and expert, a member of the Maine Golf Hall of Fame, and a neuro-linguistic programming master certified coach. Recognizing golf's value as a business tool in today's competitive marketplace, Andrée works with individuals, groups, and corporate or organizational clients to create educational and team-building programs that enhance the professional success of aspiring executives. Andrée, it is a pleasure to have you back for another episode of Mindset Monday, and it's our final episode of 2022. What a ride we have been on.
Woo! Big one, big one, big one. And yes, we keep going for the gold, not letting anything get in our way.
Very much.
And I can't believe we have celebrated 75 episodes, and this bonus episode is going to be golden.
Very much, very much.
Great.
We've had a good year. I mean, it just, as you had alluded to in our last episode, this was a complex year all around, whether for individuals like us, entrepreneurs, golf pros, coaches, business owners. We've had our challenges, still figuring out how to navigate beyond COVID. There have been some challenges here in the States. We've had our fair share of environmental issues, especially with the hurricanes. We've had political issues, climate, and then we have geopolitical issues. So, you know, there is truly never a dull moment. But I love the fact that through some of the techniques we're learning within our conversation, that having a mindset that is resilient and can find a way to help us find paths forward. I think that is so important. And hopefully along the way, we are becoming better for it, not only in being able to navigate the professional challenges, but also the challenges we have to be good stewards of our family, our community, and globally. So I do appreciate the reach we can have here.
And it's been really fun creating a program that if any of you listeners hit a roadblock, you can just come to these Mindset Monday episodes and get a pick-me-up and redirect yourself and pivot right away. With all the information that's provided in these shows, you can turn things around quickly. And all you need to do is listen in. You can listen in on your way to work, on your way home, anytime you need a break. It's great. Listen during lunch. And in all honesty, folks, I haven't really said enough about what motivates me, but I do listen to pep talks in the morning. It does pick me up. And I love to motivate my own mindset and come up with new ideas on how I can turn around and share that with you. And Howard, we've talked about that too. Mindset Mondays have been a dream come true. I've sincerely appreciated the work created to share with the listening audience. It's been so much fun and growthful for me, Howard, and I'm sure for you, right?
Oh, very much.
Yeah. So 76 episodes, nothing repeated. That's even more fun.
I don't know how you do it. I
don't either, but it's been a blast.
Yeah.
And going from COVID to going for the gold over and over in the last 3 years. I hope everybody in the listening audience is really enjoying the shift that is possible. And if not, listen to all these episodes and you will get that kick started. And today's episode is all about the 5 questions to ask yourself to become a 5-star human being. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm ready to step it up for you. We're going to finish strong. I've said that the last 4 episodes, and this is how we really go for the gold. Are you ready for this in your business?
Let's do this.
Ready for this for yourself? Why this topic? Well, Darren Daily is a favorite daily pep talk that I listen to. And this one I'm sharing today is one of his best ones. And I really feel the listeners here are going to be excited about it. I hope you really take this on. I love this topic because it really makes you think about how you show up in the world. And it's interesting, Howard, without me giving you a cue earlier, you were talking about how you show up in the world. And that's what this is all about today. So you ready?
Let's do it.
So how many of you have heard of Yelp?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't use it, right?
Yes.
And Yelp has 5 stars, doesn't it, Howard?
Yes, it does.
Now, in case we've got an outlier out there, Howard, what is Yelp?
Yelp is a review-focused website so that the consumers, whatever they're consuming, could be food, could be a service. I mean, you probably have Yelp reviews, and what people are doing is they're evaluating how you made them feel delivering as they procured the service or product from you. And so Yelp, better or not, is a website that is a go-to, because if I was going to come and look for a golf pro and I came across your name, that's one of the things I'm going to look at is, what do your reviews look like? What are people saying about you?
There you go. And if you don't get 5 stars for your business or service, you lose business.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to move and I needed a moving company. Yes, I looked at Angie's List, now called Angie, but it did make a difference. But then I needed a plumber. Friend mentioned one, but it only had 2 stars. So I kept looking. And truly, when you use one with 5 stars, you know you'll get good service. And that's exactly what you framed.
You'll be more confident that you're going to get good service. Yes.
And so far, I have lucked out. Everybody that's had 5 stars, that's exactly what I've received, was 5-star service.
And by the way, I'm looking at that myself as we begin to explore creating books for Audible based on this series. So I want to know that I have a 5-star
and service
provider that's going to support me.
That's right. And so, folks out there in the audience, knowing you'd be rated for acquiring new business has a huge impact on your business and future. So really think about that as you're wrapping up your year. Now, I want you to write these following 5 questions down, and I'm going to give content within it. What if everyone you encounter in life gave you a Yelp review? What would it look like? Number 2, what if they rated how well we performed as a human being? How would you do? Number 3, how well would you show up in life? Not just with your spouse, your friends, or kids. How do you show up as a human being for others? That'd be me with you, Howard. For others you interact with, could be contractors, playing partners, customers, vendors, colleagues. How do you show up, or how are you as a human being in the grocery store, even after a bad day? Right? In the gym, and how you interact with others in the gym. Going to the dry cleaners. You love a good cup of coffee, Howard.
Yep.
How are you showing up in the coffee shop? Folks that love animals in the dog park. And business owners, your competitors. How are you showing up for them or with them? Your boss, your manager, your neighbor. And I love this one. Think about it. How are you being when you're in an elevator with a bunch of other people? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Makes you think twice. So how well, folks, do you show up? Are you kind, considerate, courteous, caring, helpful, engaging, friendly, conscientious? Do you need to smile more? Are you really authentic or not? And how are you going to turn that around? How will you strive to be a better human being in all that you do? Yes, there's always haters in the world. Don't worry about that. Because when you're adding up 5 stars and you're going to be a 5-star human being, the volume, the more you do it, increases all the 5-star reviews.
It's one of the topics we talk about in the coaching world, especially around career development, is individuals' brands.
Yes.
And I don't recall the individual's name, but he was pretty famous. And it takes little to nothing to have a negative impact on your brand. It's like the Yelp review, that 1-star review.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a bad day. I mean, and it takes a lot to recover from that.
Yes, it does.
But if you go in with the mindset that this is my profession, my life, my work, I could be having a bad day, but I have to check myself and what's wrong at the door. And it can be a challenge, there's no doubt about it, because we should always be pursuing that 5-star review. And I'm thinking like the Ubers, the Lyfts, the Amazon reviews.
Right.
We should be pursuing those 5 stars.
I've always, years ago, early on in business, are you giving 110%? It's more than giving 100%, 10% though. When you're a 5-star human being, you are just that, a human being. And how are you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And so, number 5, if aggregated and publicly available, how will you drive your rating as a 5-star human being? Now, if that doesn't make you go for the gold and not settle for silver, your mindset really needs my help.
There you go. There you go. And just for our listeners' benefit, let's go through those 5 steps once again.
Absolutely.
So they've got them. You don't have to go into detail, but let's just make sure.
I'll just read those questions. Number 1, what if everyone you encounter in life gave you a Yelp review? Number 2, what if they rated how well we perform as a human being? How well would you do? Number 3, how well would you show up in life? How would you show up as a human being for others? Number 4, how well do you show up? And number 5, if aggregated and publicly available, how will you drive your rating as a 5-star human being? And folks, you can apply that to your business too. It's a great way to motivate people.
That is a great end of the year exercise for folks, and especially as we then head into the new year. Is in our last episode, we were basically going through these 7 steps to really discover what still needs to be done. What do I need to double down at? And now this last exercise is really truly being introspective. And how did I do this year? What can I do next year to be even better?
And it's, as much as we like to impact the world, we love to impact others. It really does come down to you. and how are you being and who are you being in and of the world.
Yeah.
So thank you, folks, for joining the podcast. We hope you had a great year and you grab that gold. And please do let me know how you're impacted. And we will go for the gold next year as well.
I love it. I love it.
It's a golden way to celebrate.
Very much. Now, before we do head out, just a final reminder, if our listeners would like to learn more about you and your work, where are the best places for them to go?
You can go to my website, which is andregolf.com. That's Andre with 2 E's. I'm also available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and have a YouTube site. Andrée Martin Golf.
Very good. And we will also provide the backlinks on our show notes and direct folks to our website, successinsidepodcast.com. You can also find us on our pages on Facebook and LinkedIn for Success Insight Podcast. And we are on all the podcast directories. So wherever you get your podcast, just do either a search for Success Insight Podcast, or if you happen to be on Spotify, we also have our playlist there, Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin. But folks, you can find us just about everywhere. And as Andrée had shared, we'd love to hear what your thoughts are, what's your feedback, what's your insight. So whether you like us, share this with a friend, a colleague, a family member, we think we'll get some enlightenment or insight from it, please go ahead and share, leave your comments for us, and we definitely want to welcome you back in the new year for more episodes of Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin on the Success Insight Podcast. Folks, have a very happy new year. Take care of yourselves, your family, and we will see you, like I just said, next year in 2023. Oh my God. So until then, take care, folks.
Success Insight is a production of Fox Coaching and First Story Strategies. Find us online, successinsightpodcast.com.